Rising Stars Cup, our ninth and final day. Once again, from 30 teams, we are now down to 8. And in just a few moments, we will be watching another bronze medal match in Division 2. But before that, let's head on over to our first game of the day where the Immaculate Conception Academy defeated St. Paul College Pasig in 3 sets. And in just a few moments, we'll be seeing another exciting matchup for our battle for bronze between the Emilio Aguinaldo College and the De La Salle-Lipa School. And later on, after that, we have our battle for gold. In Division 2, we have the Everest International Academy going up against Dom Escola International School. And of course, our last game of the day, we do have the National University Nazareth School going up against Bacolod Taichung. Now, stay tuned for another exciting volleyball day only here at the 2025 Shakey Super League GVIL Rising Stars Cup.
And despite the gloomy Saturday morning weather here in La Salle Green Hills, the heat will not stop as we're going to witness another bronze medal match. This time, Emilio Aguinaldo College going against De La Salle-Lipa in Division number 1. We've seen such a great volleyball teams here all throughout the season, and right now only 4 teams standing, keeping their head held so high as they try to clinch a bronze medal in our final day here in the competition. Now let's take a look on the bracket na pinagdaanan nitong dalawang kumpunan natin before going here into the semifinals. Both squads have faced opponents in their quarterfinals, and yesterday we've witnessed them in the semifinals. De La Salle-Lipa was defeated by Bacolod Taichung. Meanwhile, itong EAC, which is undefeated then, was defeated by another undefeated team, which is NU Nazareth School. And right now, they are battling for bronze medal here for Division 1. And this is a lot of first time, a historic match for these squads if we're going to check their previous competitions. But right now, let's take a look on the result of the semifinals match of EAC as they went with National University 16 to 25, 25 to 15, 25 to 11.
EAC, medyo mabigat yung nilaro nila kahapon, no? Like going against palarong pambansa, gold medalist, and you have the MVP at Cantada. But then EAC also, at least, they were trying their best to at least match the energy and the pace of the game of NU, but NU is just too strong. So right now, let us also not forget that they are also the bronze medalists of NCAA. So may laban din naman itong EAC. It's just that NU Nazareth was just too strong for them yesterday.
And EAC will not need to be complacent because they will be facing another tough team, and that is with De La Salle-Lipa. And De La Salle-Lipa, of course, a bronze medalist on their own respective tournaments and off-season. They've lost to Bacolod Taichung 3 sets to none, 25 to 20, 25 to 15, 25 to 18. Well, that, I must say, a very close first set, just like EAC and National University. But I think they were overpowered by Bacolod Taichung. But right now, De La Salle-Lipa have grown so much. If we're going to check their previous performance here in Shakey's GVIL.
You know, in the semifinals yesterday, they had a good start with only 5 points na difference against the silver medalists of Palarong Pambansa. No? And speaking of Palarong Pambansa, do you know that 5 sets yung semifinals nila against Bacolod Taichung din. So, itong experience coming from Palaro, dire-diretso yung laro nitong De La Salle-Lipa. So, let's see if fatigue will take over or will their experience bring them to the podium.
And right now, our Player in Focus is presented by pusupi.com. Join now for free. And our Player in Focus is Althea Sumage, and who actually played big time not only in their semifinals but as well all throughout the season. She tallied 11 points, 10 of which is from attack. That is her score in the quarter semifinals yesterday against Bacolod Taichung. Now let's turn you over to our venue game announcer to formally start our bronze medal match.
Now it's time to meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Brigadiers, led by team captain setter number 6, Jean Rodelas. Outside hitter number 1, Angel Perez. Opposite hitter number 11, Andrea Baggio. Middle blocker number 15, Apple Clapero. Outside hitter number 16, Hanamil Saplot. Middle blocker number 18, Ash Toriado. And the starting libero is number 3, Gil Santiago. Coaching the Lady Brigadiers is Chelsea Chan. Now it's time to meet the starters for the Salle-Lipa Green Stallions. Led by team captain, opposite hitter number 5, Kyle Aldovino. Outside hitter number 10, Sasan Ramirez. Setter number 13, Thea Dacer. Middle blocker number 17, Rai Mamailaw. Outside hitter number 18, Fel Sumage. Middle blocker number 18, Maxine Sumagaysay. Their starting libero is number 7, Jaja Sales. Coaching the Green Stallions is Amy Mendoza.
And you're now witnessing the bronze medal match against Emilio Aguinaldo College and the Salle-Lipa School. And both teams wants to wrap up their stint here in Shakey's by, of course, their usual suspect, familiar faces to start off here in this match. Laser eye focus dito for the Green Stallions as they are facing another tough team here, the Lady Brigadiers.
And John, both of these teams have bronze medals.
Oh yeah.
They have bronze medalists of NCAA, bronze medalists of Palarong Pambansa. So who will get another bronze medal before their season ends? So kasi I believe this is also their last league for the previous school year, no? Kasi another school year will open. So iba na namang ball game yon. And again, this is our last day of Shakey's GVIL.
And this set is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery Order, your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. And Cathy, this is not just a simple bronze medal match. I mean, I'm talking about history here. I mean, if you're going to track the performance of both squads in the last 2 seasons of Shakey's, they failed actually to make or to enter the quarterfinals. And talk about improvement, talk about history. They are bronze medal right now in NCAA, and you've mentioned in Palarong Pambansa. And right now, one team, Cathy, will bag their second bronze medal here in this year. It is whether EAC Lady Brigadiers or the Salle-Lipa Green Stallions.
Yeah, and this is the best finish that both teams are in right now. Kasi nga, when you mentioned, both teams have been with us since the start of Shakey's GVIL. And this is the best that they've ever had. No? They have a chance to finish at the podium. So, kanina, naglaro yung Division 2 with Ika winning that bronze. And now we're in Division 1.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And how about that explosion right away? Coming from Angel Perez.
Angel Perez flying there with that cross-court attack. Ngayon, matatangkad na itong front line ng EAC, no? So, Salle-Lipa should figure out how to outsmart them. Kasi according to Coach Aimee, medyo nahirapan din siya sa service receive niya kahapon. So, that's what she wants to see right now. But Salle-Lipa, Sumage, we were talking about her earlier. Are you even surprised?
Well, what surprising me right now, Cathy, is the matchup of Angel Perez and Althea Sumage here in bronze medal match. Because here right now, what I like about this matchup is that both teams, they have not faced each other, I believe, for quite some time. So they don't know the tendency. They don't know the predictability of their opponents. So I think that would sum up to a more exciting bronze medal match here right now.
And also, Coach Aimee Mendoza earlier mentioned to me that pagod na rin itong girls. So I also, it was a question earlier if fatigue will eat them here in this match. Kasi itong Salle-Lipa has been playing since what? The beginning of the month. And sunod-sunod yung mga liga nila. So itong girls, let's see, their strength and conditioning will be put to test here.
Yes, exactly. And also for EAC, I mean, simultaneously, while playing here for EAC, may liga pa rin ito sa NC.
Oh, sunod-sunod din. But then, yung goal din nila today is magsunod-sunod yung points
Oo.
nila. Now we're tied at 3. After that attack, just hitting the hands from the blockers to the defenders at the back.
And Cathy, from time to time, please kindly remind me that these girls are still high school, because sometimes, with the intensity of the games, I almost forgot. I thought we're actually covering collegiate kasi the level of volleyball of these girls are really so high na.
Speaking of high level of volleyball, Perez with with another attack from the 4.
Yeah.
Cross-court attacks here so far has been working for EAC. Kanina we saw Perez do that. And now Bajo in the front line is doing the same.
At hindi lang basta cross-court naman talaga yung pinapakawalan dito ng EAC. Napakanipis. Almost a cut shot na nga yung binibigay dito ng EAC sa Salle-Lipa.
Sobrang labas lang dun sa blockers
Kaya
nila.
nga Let's see this time. So much assassination dito for EAC.
Sumagi adjusting.
1-2 play. Works!
Oh, well executed play. Coming from the setter, Althea Dacer. That's the advantage of, if you have a smart setter in front. Kasi minsan, kailangan maging offensive threat din siya,
Yeah,
diba?
definitely.
Also to take off the load from Sumagi.
Because it might be like,
Red flags are waved. The antenna was hit. The only time that you want to see a red flag.
Definitely.
When they hit the antenna. Other than that, we don't want to see red flags.
Of course. And Dacer, well, there was even a game, Cathy, that Dacer was suffered from an ankle sprain. Here in Shakey's, but still able to bounce back and even win that game. And I think they've been through a lot. So right now, it's a matter of who will finish strong to clinch the bronze medal. Another point for the Lady Brigadiers.
Someone touched the net. But no one is going to admit it, of course. But the second referee has called it. Now point goes to EAC, and now we're tied at 5.
And right now, Cathy, there has been so much buzz, so much noise here in Shakey's Rising Stars Cup, because we're making history. We're not just showing here great plays. Because here right now, we'll be going to witness a new champion, a new bronze medalist. Everything is new here this year in our inaugural season. It was California Academy, Naga College Foundation. Bacolod Taytong was actually bronze medal. They moved into the silver medalist last year. It is Adamson who clinched the gold medal and Kings Montessori bronze. Well, actually, it is only Bacolod Taytong who is very consistent, staying in the top 3. But right now, again, Cathy, history. We are trying to unfold history right now.
And Salle-Lipa is now working harder to write their names in the history books with that attack just over the blockers. None of the blockers were able to get a touch of that ball.
Yeah.
And John, kanina, medyo emotional nga yung mga report ni Fiona dun sa Ika with graduating players, no? And now, here for Salle-Lipa, we have 2 graduating players as well. We have their libero si Sales and their open hitter Ramirez. This is going to be their last as well. So Coach Aimee was telling her seniors to play their best as this is their last. Wearing the green jersey for high school. But ball's still good so far. They've been doing good here.
But right now, Cathy, I do not mind, because these girls really playing with exceptional skills as Salle-Lipa there.
Right on cue, their graduating senior Ramirez with that solid attack from the middle.
Thea Sumage, good first ball talaga dito ang EAC. And that's what you get with a good reception.
Super smart play there coming from Saplot. Just dropping it behind the blockers.
Yes. It's so nice. We have to see it twice. Ganda naman talaga ng fake doon ni Saplot.
This is a close game so far with EAC only down by 3. medyo pareho halos yung pace nung dalawang teams. No, Jong. They're not playing the pace of their opponent.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You can see that they're playing their own pace.
And again, that's the beauty talaga kasi I mean, they have not faced each other I think for quite some time. So, hindi pa nila alam yung tendency ng bawat komponan. As this time, puntos muli for Salle-Lipa.
Salle-Lipa is now making a run in front of the net with that solid block. And yung nakadikit yung mata niya talaga sa bola. And you can see how important this is for them. You know, finish the season with another podium finish, of course.
Yes, of course.
Oh, the Sarah was there, but she had doubts in her head. You know, in volleyball, when in doubt, just get the
exactly.
ball.
I mean, there's no room for uncertainty and indecisiveness when playing volleyball. And I think these girls have already learned that. I mean, they're playing, sabi ko nga sa'yo, you have to remind me that we're covering high school because sometimes I feel as if that they are already playing in collegiate level.
And just like that, another service ace coming from EAC.
And this serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojo's now.
Now, even at the service line, EAC is trying to make a threat here. So, if ma-utilize nila yon, because Coach Aimee Mendoza earlier mentioned that she had a struggle with her service receive. Oh, EAC. EAC is now down 3 points.
And this time, Salle-Lipa, I mean, you can see on their face. I mean, you feel as if that Salle-Lipa is fighting for gold here. All serious. I mean, laser-eye focus here on this game. Not letting the ball drop in. Ramirez! Almost a point.
Natulungan siya ng gravity.
Yeah.
That play.
This
Not enough gravity on that attack. No spin. It was a miss hit. She was under the ball, out of position as well. And EAC is now only down by 2.
And this is the kind of game that momentum could easily be shifted to another team. This is just a 2-point lead, so you need to be careful. You need to take care of your lead. Because right now, when both teams are equally so much, I mean, it's really a matter of who can execute better. As Ramirez will try again, denied there by EAC Lady Brigadiers.
EAC putting up a wall in front of Ramirez. Solid block there. Nobody there to support that.
And EAC was impenetrable on that play. No entry. Sales going back, 1-2 play. This time from the pipeline. This will be an opportunity here for EAC now. Pupuntahan. This will be a smart. No, good coverage, but yes, point here for EAC.
Another point. Now we're tied at 11.
And just like that, first tie here in this first set. Both teams, Kathy wants to go home with a bronze medal above their chest to keep their head held so high.
Of course, this game is very unpredictable. You don't know who's going to get it. But at that time, Rodelas with that service ace. Back-to-back points here.
Timeout now for Salle-Lipa.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
You're still tuned in to the 2025 Shakey Super League GVIL Rising Stars Cup. Now, following yesterday's match, the Brigadiers told me that going up against a top team in their division yesterday wasn't an easy feat. As heartbreaking as it was, they're welcoming today with a new energy and a fiercer mindset to bounce back. After having a well-deserved rest day, they're stepping onto the court by focusing on the match at hand with no expectations. They just want to play their game and give it their all because they're fighting not just for themselves, but for the pride of EAC. Now, they lost against De La Salle-Lipa in their last matchup a while back, so today they told me that they want to make history. Now back to you, Jong and Kathy.
And I just really love how these girls from EAC trying to play without any expectations. I mean, they've actually achieved so much here in this season, Kathy. I mean, again, being not able to make it in the quarterfinals for the past 2 seasons, and here comes EAC showing us a glimpse on how effective their valuable programs. And right now, I believe that they've already bring so much pride, not only with EAC, but with the entire valuable community too.
Yeah, of course, EAC would want to finish this season strong. And Fiona mentioned 1 day rest.
Oh yeah.
Imagine these girls have been playing during their summer break.
Yeah.
Well, quote-unquote summer break, although it's officially rainy season in the Philippines now. Pero this is their school break and they're still here with us playing. And EAC would want to finish it na para maging worth it din naman, no? Itong nilalaro nila dito. And binubuhos nila na effort here for EAC. And as for De La Salle-Lipa also, sunod-sunod din yung laro nila. And Coach Amy mentioned earlier that they only have 1 week rest. For
wow.
1 week rest, and then they're going back to work. But then EAC is not making it easy for them.
I like it. EAC will not make it easy for De La Salle-Lipa.
Definitely not EAC.
For tied at 13, Angel Perez. This time, reverse set. That will be good for Mamilao.
Perfectly placed attack there. Mamailaw recognizing that all EAC players are on the left side of the court.
Mamailaw now will try to banner the green and white high and bright here in LaSalle Green Hills. As EAC as Andrea Bajo. That will be 1-2 play. Wow! Did you see that? But well, good defense dito.
Oh!
Breaking down the wall.
Sumage not bothered at all with that wall in front of her, powering it down. Sumage reminding us why we're talking about her every game.
Mamailaw now. This will be for Saplot. Saplot also was so instrumental in their yesterday's game over NU. However, the team efforts is not that good to defeat the undefeated National University. This time, cut shot! Easily recovered dito ni Sumage. This will be an easy one, but nobody's home for De La Salle-Lipa.
Caught everyone by surprise there. From the back line naman itong EAC.
Well, it doesn't have to be always strong. You know, textbook volleyball, just simple volleyball, whether it's a strong hit or not, it will just entail just 1 point. And EAC easily get that point over De La Salle-Lipa as EAC now, short serve.
Nice target, but well read by Sales. Oh, but that De La Salle-Lipa attack was just too strong for the defense of EAC.
And Sumagaysay, really not the tallest of a middle blocker, of a prototype middle blocker that we know, but really very quick in the timing. At yung leaping ability was really enough to break down the wall and score a point here for De La Salle-Lipa. As EAC now, tinago dito si Saplot.
Saplot trying to avoid the blockers of De La Salle-Lipa.
Saplot dito sa gitna, cut shot! No! Ramirez, not over.
It was a good try. The intention was good there because the blockers of EAC were established in front. Sumagaysay just too late for that.
As Andrea Faith Bajo also played quality minutes yesterday in their semifinals match with the new short serve. Oh! Sumage all over the place. And that Smart Powered Up play was brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Althea Sumage, picture perfect hit from the middle. And this time, dito naman, pupuntahan. Toriado, easily point. Let's take a look one more time. That picture perfect hit will give EAC another point.
EAC recognizing the spots where De La Salle-Lipa is not ready for defense.
Oh yeah.
Kanina gitna, and then ngayon yung mga corner. The variety of attacks is also confusing the defense of De La Salle-Lipa. But then that service error is not what you need if you want to take an advantage here and win the first set.
Certainly. I mean, imagine if La Salle-Lipa would maintain this 2-point margin, this 2-point cushion up until the 25th marker. I mean, they would win the game.
Again, this is up to 5 sets.
Oh yeah.
And a net error there. Someone touched the net. Aldovino. Lucky break there for EAC. Now they have an opportunity again to tie this game up.
And now here, Clapero.
And
I mean, for the middle blockers dito, Kathy, ng EAC, they may not have a block point always. But yung mga simple touches, the deflection would slow down the ball coming from a strong attack. And that's how crucial the role of a middle blocker. You yourself is a middle blocker pala, so alam na alam mo yan.
oh, pero nakakapagod din yung maging
diba?
middle blocker. But also, the defense at the back also depends on how the middle blockers establish the blocks in front. Because if you're trying to learn phone, just like that, Mamaila was able to cover that. So the defense at the back will also depend on her. Lalabas ngayon dun sa kamay niya. And Ramirez was able to recognize that, just hitting the left arm of the blocker. Nobody there to cover that.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration, with the right minerals. Summit Natural Drinking Water. Rise to the summit.
And EAC now, a strategic timeout to kill the momentum and to slow down the unstoppable, a diesel team with De La Salle-Lipa, as De La Salle-Lipa just 5 more points away to have a 1-set advantage to none here over EAC Lady Brigadiers on your screen. Ashley Toriado also playing big time yesterday against NU. Will try to man the net defense here for EAC. As Aldovino will try to score an ace for the ladies in green. Better reception this time. Reverse set. That will be a point for EAC.
EAC off a timeout, resulting to that point. Kailangan na nga nila maging consistent ngayon and play as flawless volleyball as they can, because De La Salle-Lipa definitely is not gonna hand them this set. Now they're down by 2, so in the service line, kanina ang dami lang errors in the service line, so now that's what they need to minimize or avoid.
Oh, again, that is still playable. Sumage dito sa likod, but there is coverage to keep that ball alive.
Good dig from Sumage.
Ramirez, you know, not known to be a powerful hitter. I mean, those points are simply just IQ. I mean, that's simple volleyball, just simple smarts. Look at that. Look at that. Just recognizing where the empty space in AAC.
This senior just swiping it down the line. Nobody there for that ball. Yun yung dapat gamitin na ngayon ng De La Salle-Lipa, because this is, again, up to 5 sets. And again, pagod na rin sila simula pa nung palarong pa. But then, no signs of fatigue there from that Perez attack. Perez has been challenging the blockers of De La Salle-Lipa. No blockers established there at that point, making it hard for the defense of De La Salle-Lipa. And now she's at the service line.
And these players, Kathy, you know, it is more than just a spike. It is more than just a block, more than just an ace. They are all very intentional here in this bronze medal match, you know, to bring additional pride sa schools nila. And I must say, yes, fatigue is a factor, obviously. But, you know, I mean, this is just one for the books. Just I mean, this will not happen again. And this time from the pipe, it works here for Salle-Lipa.
They may be physically fatigued,
Oh,
but
yeah.
definitely mentally they're tough. And they're here right now present as they are 3 points away from snatching this set. And now Sumage is in the front line as well. But Saplot not bothered with the two blockers in front of her with that strong cross-court attack. Kanina we had Perez pero naikot lang ngayon. Walang liability dito ngayon sa front line nitong EAC so far.
And here for EAC, Kathy, the job here is to stay close dito for Salle-Lipa and not give them a 2-point cushion because, I mean, 2-point cushion, if they reach a 25th marker, that's already a win, a victory here for Salle-Lipa as they try to set this up to Sumage. And Sumage, instant point always for this girl.
That's the second successful down-the-line attack coming from Salle-Lipa. And now it's showing that it could be the weak side of EAC that they should utilize.
Yeah. $23-20 here. EAC now. This will be a point.
EAC says not yet. It ain't over till it's
Yeah.
over. And now that service ace gave them their 21st point as they are now just 2 points down.
Andrea Bajo on deck to serve here. Salle-Lipa has a very formidable floor defense, I must say. And right now, scoring there, Sumagaysay on that opposite.
From defense now to offense with that opposite attack coming from Sumagaysay. That same spot there.
Sumage set point, serving this up here for EAC. Right now, it's not over. Saving a set point here coming from Saplot.
Saplot just hitting the hands of Ramirez, the taller Ramirez in front of her. Hindi pa tapos. Now Coach Ivy Mendoza wants to make sure she gets this. We'll be back for more volleyball action.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And EAC now trying to stay close dito sa Salle-Lipa. Salle-Lipa just want to secure 1 point to have a set advantage dito over the Lady Brigadiers. All eyes, of course, Ramirez, Sumagaysay, Aldovino really been instrumental here for the ladies in green, bannering the green and white here as EAC serving this up. Ramirez, not yet. Dito naman, Angel Joy Perez.
No touch. No touch there. And that gives Salle-Lipa their first set win here in the bronze game. Ito nga Jong, ang EAC nakakadikit din sila. And we, up to the last point, 25 from Salle-Lipa and EAC with 22. There will be more action coming right up for their second set. Just stay there, right there.
Aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on.
pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And we are back here as Salle-Lipa finally getting the first set here, drawing first blood over EAC. And Salle-Lipa, I must say, dito naman, really showing so much mastery. But on the first set, that could still be anybody's game. I mean, both showed their strength. For Salle-Lipa, that has been the floor defense. And for EAC naman, the combination plays to middle to open, all actually really very effective in the set number 1.
And now Sumage also has help coming from Sumagaysay and Ramirez, and also the defense at the back was more established in the first set. But EAC was also really making it more challenging for Salle-Lipa as their points are actually coming from offense, not just from errors. No, itong EAC had a few blocks as we take a look at the statistics in the attacks department. Halos pantay lang sila with 13 from EAC and Salle-Lipa having 14, and for the blocks, 1 apiece. And for service aces, itong EAC had more with 2 and none for Salle-Lipa. For the opponent's errors, 10 errors were committed by EAC and 6 errors were committed by Salle-Lipa. Halos same lang, Jong. If you look at the statistics, nagkatalo lang dun sa aces and the errors.
Exactly the point.
But if you look at it, hindi na sila naghihintayan na mag-error yung kalaban just to make a point or just to achieve yung win, no, sa set na yon. Kasi lahat sila tinrabaho. Kumbaga, every point here, tinrabaho nila and hindi lang nila hiningi. Kumbaga, itong opensa ng parehong koponan ay malakas. So, it's a matter of how they're gonna outsmart each other here in the second set.
And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. Well, I do hope, Cathy, here that, both teams could take a look on the statistics. Well, here, identical yung scoring natin for both squads on the scoring department, attacks and blocks. And here comes EAC, despite leading by 2 aces, over to none dito ng DLSU. They failed to take advantage and to capitalize on that department because they committed more errors. And that is something that here for EAC need to work out as they are serving here. EAC now, pupuntahan. Of course, number 1 option, Angel Joy Perez. This time, good net defense here for the ladies in green.
At that, Mama Ilaw at that time, shifting her intentions there. Akala mo, papaluin niya ng malakas. And smart volleyball, as I was talking about earlier, Jong, how are they going to outsmart each other? Kasi halos pantay yung skills, pantay lang din yung mental toughness.
But let's see, because when everything seems equal, dito talaga magkakatalon. Who can outsmart and outpower the opponent as Angel Joy Perez. Again, another picture-perfect attack from the opposite.
Perez with that nice form and that lefty attack.
I really could not ask for more for Angel Joy Perez. She's really everywhere as Rodela serving here for EAC. Better reception. Oh, that is kind of shaky. Salle-Lipa, too wide.
Too wide. I think the intimidation factor also is there as Toriado. The taller middle blocker is now in front for EAC. Salle-Lipa was just trying to hit it off her hands, but too strong at that play.
And now, team captain Rodelias, who's also really very vocal since yesterday in most of their games, serving there for the Lady Brigadiers.
Chance ball. Let's see.
Opportunity now for Toriado. Good coverage of floor defense. Always on point here for the ladies in green. As Bacoro setting this up again. Angel Perez gagawa ng paraan. Easy over. Cathy. Oh, it seems to be a long rally.
Miscalculation from the side of EAC. She thought it was sailing out, so she let go of that play. No, miscalculation. Oh, nagkakamali din
Oo.
pala si Perez.
Well, intentionally, hindi na talaga kinuha yon kasi she thought that mag-outside nga. But Baho this time, grabe din yung mga deflection dito ng blockers.
Oh! Perfect. Sumage with the help of the net, actually.
And let's take a look one more time. There you go, Bakoro failed to man that volleyball.
There were two defenders
Mm.
getting ready for that, pero nasagi lang doon sa net. Nasagi ni Sumage. Oh, well read by the defense of De La Salle-Lipa. Sumage changing her attacks.
But Perez on that counter. Reverse set. Easily pick up there by Saplot as Baho. Out of bounds. Score for EAC.
That time, that is obviously out. Pina-check niya na lang doon. As we take another look. That was a strong attack. And the blockers of Benilde has to improve their blockings also, especially now they're having long rallies na, Jong. So
And
dapat solid, every block should be solid.
exactly. And I think these blockers, they're not waving their hands together. Reason for the ball to just bounce back off their shoulders. But this time, waving their hands and scoring off the block.
Sumagaysay with the perfect timing there, catching the ball with the palm of her hand. We were talking about establishing the blocks, and that one is a solid.
And Sumagaysay is not again the tallest of the middle blockers that we know. Not a prototype of a middle blocker, but yung timing at elevation is on point.
Timing is key
Mhm.
in blocking. And another service ace kanina. Naka one service ace lang itong De La Salle-Lipa. Actually, pareho sila ng EAC.
And this time,
Smart volleyball there, just hitting the hands of the tall blockers in front of her.
let's take a look one more time. Grabe din yung swing dito. Really very intentional
The
on even touching the hands of the blockers.
The approach is picture perfect.
Yeah. Toriado now.
And again, they're only in high school, Jong. Baka
Oh, yeah.
makalimutan ng mga viewers natin. High school pa lang po mga ito. And we have a lot of years na pwede natin silang makita.
Definitely. And you see them first here in Shakey's as a free ball. Dito bibigay.
Oh,
Simple touch there by Sumage.
just dropping the ball behind the blockers. Itong depensa ng
Oo.
EAC, mas mabilis sila ngayon and mas established. Kaya itong De La Salle-Lipa is trying to score not just on using their strong attacks, but also their soft ones.
Yeah.
But that one is too soft and out of position from EAC.
And I think with the kind of match that we have, well, skills equally match, and with the match that this really very tight, you really cannot afford to commit a mistake because that means an advantage to your opponent. As Perez receiving that one, but let's hear it from Fiona first.
Ang kwentong volleyball ni Fel Sumage ay nagsimula raw dahil sa nanay niya. She told me that her mom used to play the sport but never really got to experience the opportunities that Fel has now. So she pushed Fel to just try, and now she has fallen in love with the sport. Heading into today's match, she's extra motivated knowing that her whole volleyball journey and even getting to this point is because of her family. Sobrang pasasalamat niya sa suporta na binibigay ng pamilya niya sa kanya at alam niya kahit anong mangyari, proud na proud silang lahat sa kanya. Andun sila palagi, sabi niya, at sila ang ginagawa niyang sandalan sa bawat pagsubok. Today, the thing that's keeping the fire burning for her is her family, whom she says is the reason why she's here. Back to you, Jong and Kathy.
Well, thank you again for that report, Fiona. Well, right now, Fiona's report is really very hard for an instrumental. But yeah, well, seriously, Kathy, you know, we owe the players to believe in themselves. That's what we owe to them. Because, I mean, it is so hard to become a student athlete. And right now, what we can do best, at least, is to give them enough support, an ample amount of support, I mean, for them to dream and for them to believe in themselves. And right now, I must say, they're living their dream and they're here in Shakey's, working out for their dreams to come true.
But also credit goes to the families of these girls, no? Kasi ang hirap din na, like right now, it's a Saturday. Instead of spending it with their families, they're here. And we don't know the kind of work that they're putting in behind the cameras, you know, behind what we see now on TV or online. Kasi ito mga girls ito, they go to practice. Itong De La Salle-Lipa, they went to Ilocos for palarong pambansa. So even their vacation days, nasa sacrifice nila. And kaya sobrang malaking bagay if your family is very supportive of you. And right now, we can see a lot of the family members of our girls here, their loved ones and their friends as well, watching them live here in LaSalle Green Hills. And if wala kayong gagawin today, and we still have 2 more games.
Oh, yes.
Good quality ones. I can tell you already as early as now. 2 games pa po here. Pwede pa po kayong humabol. But right now, we are watching a good one as well here. But EAC at that time, Perez with that error. Medyo lumalayo na nga itong lamang ng De La Salle-Lipa. But still, you know, second set pa lang po. 5 sets po hanggang 5 sets po ang kaya pong laruin ngayon. So, let's see if kaya pang habulin itong EAC ang lamang.
But of course, if you're De La Salle-Lipa, you don't want to extend this match into 5 sets. You want to be very certain and to close this out in 3 sets, just like that.
That combination attack, that combination play is just so nice to see. Once again, all attackers were moving. That's what you want.
And can you please tell me, how can you defend that one? Imagine 3 players approaching at the same time. Well, I think even the best of a middle blocker will have a hard time reading on who will attack as DLSU continue to bleed color green here. 15-5.
Back-to-back points coming from De La Salle-Lipa. From attacks to the service line. We have much to see here in the Shakey's GVIL. Now it's called for timeout.
Timeout now for EAC. Let's listen in.
Unan nyo kung ano yung wala dun sa loob. Okay? Block ka. Papasok mo lang yung kamay mo. Wala ka pa na-check. Gawin mo muna yung kailangan mong gawin. Naiintindihan? Sige. Isa pa yun. Isa pa yun. Wala ka na.
Wala tayo agad sa suko. Pasa mo na. Secure na yan. EAC! Brigades!
May paltam si Adri.
And that huddle was powered by Smart 5G.
Coach Chelsea Joy Chan. And also the girls reminding each other na walang susuko.
Yeah.
Lalaban lang.
Actually, on that timeout, Cathy, there is not much of a technical na binigay dito si Coach, but more on, I mean,
a reminder.
A reminder, strengthen their mental fortitude. You cannot deny that this girl from EAC is physically good. I mean, they are bronze medalists in NCAA, but what's lacking right now is the mental fortitude, that killer instinct we've seen from EAC all throughout. Again, they were, undefeated until yesterday, but this time here for De La Salle-Lipa, Ramirez. That is still playable.
Good rally we're seeing right now.
But this time, opportunity na naman dito. La Salle-Lipa sa gitna.
Wow, still good. The ball is still up.
And now, dito naman. Lack of follow through on that hit. But this time, Angel Joy Perez. Just enough smart, but enough coverage on point.
Credit that point to Perez at the back, who has been very active for the defense here of EAC.
Let's take a look one more time. But what a pancake save there. Coming from Dacer.
Medyo napagod na rin siguro si Sumagi doon. But that was a good point coming from EAC. And now Perez is in the front line.
Itong De La Salle-Lipa parang gasolina. Like a diesel. Nag-init ngayon dito on the second set. Another point here for De La Salle-Lipa.
Perez was not able to jump for the block in front of the net, making it easy for De La Salle-Lipa.
Aldovino now serving here for De La Salle-Lipa. Pretty good serve, Cathy. Let's see what will be the play here. Angel Joy Perez again, over and over again, scoring here for EAC.
Perez redeeming herself after that block error. Ngayon, isa-isa na itong puntos ng EAC. No? Kailangan na lang nilang tiyagain talaga. And now, they have a serve specialist coming in here. We have Mifflin Bustamante.
And this is where the pressure comes in, especially if you're a bench player, Kathy, and you are called to do the service at these very crucial times. Well, she really needs to set and to meet the expectation of the coaching staff. Well, that is a good
Just like
dig.
that.
Just like that. But this time, Angel Joy Perez malayo sa net. But nagawa ng paraan. Sa gitna naman, Toriado manning that net. Ramirez that already touches the floor.
Oh, that was a good try coming from the EAC girls. No, they were able to read that ball,
Oh, yes.
but it just, what, she was just a step too late.
And this is not the EAC that we know. I mean, before, even yesterday, they actually gave NU a good match, a very tight match. But this is, I think, the first time since the inception of this league na, I mean, a lackluster performance, I must say. But let's see what will happen after this one.
Now, Rose De La Cruz and Angelo Amandoron is in for EAC, giving the starters the rest
Yeah.
that they also need to prepare for the third set.
Exactly, mukhang mabawi
yeah,
dun.
in case De La Salle-Lipa gets this win in the second set.
Baho this time, setting this up. Toriado. No. Pupuntahan naman dito, Sumage. Angel Joy Perez, this will be a back set to Saplot. Nagwan pa rin ang paraan. Daser! Toriado has been really very instrumental dito sa gitna. Angel Joy Perez, receive ko, papaluin ko, at puntos ko pa din. Angel Joy Perez now on the roll.
That's the second time that Perez has been doing it here so far. Natamaan na naman niya itong kamay ng blockers. Especially it's hard when you're far from the net and you have two blockers established in front. Didiskartehan mo na lang talaga. Because when you're far from the net, hindi mo na talaga mababaon yun.
Hirap yun. But Angel Joy Perez was everywhere during that play.
That was too strong from Amandoron. Pinasok lang siya dito for defense and kanina for service. Medyo hindi pa siya uminit. No? Galing siya sa bench and she hasn't warmed up. Let's see if kaya pa niyang uminit here as they are down by 10 points.
Better reception this time as they try to go. That will be outside way too long.
The angle, hindi niya masyadong nakalculate ng maayos. No? Inanggulo niya palabas yung atake na yon. Not enough flick of the wrist coming from Perez. And now, De La Salle-Lipa is trailing.
Yeah. And this time, La Salle-Lipa showing so much mastery and showing us kung bakit they were able to produce such caliber players like Don Macandili, the Marginot sisters, Alea Malaluan is all from De La Salle-Lipa, and now stopping the bleeding is Angel Joy Perez.
Perez is all over the place and that, kahit saang pwesto siya ilagay, nakakapuntos. Now she's in the service line. But Saplot is also in front. And Toriado, the taller middle blocker, is also there. So let's see if kaya pang mahabol.
Well, definitely. And just like that, that will be an error.
4 touches called there from De La Salle-Lipa. So pwede pa itong EAC tsagain. Pwede pa nilang tsagain itong puntos.
Certainly, no doubt. I mean, again, they just need to remind themselves, who are they? I mean, they're the reigning bronze medalist of NCAA. But this time, Sumagaysay pupuntan dito, Sumage. Not enough space for her to take off. Another chance here for the ladies in green. Babalikan pa rin Sumage.
Whoa, it's still good.
Baho. Oh, failed to control her momentum.
Baho was too late to react after that second ball from Toriado. Perez has been very efficient. Even at the back, kanina ang dami niyang digs, resulting to a lot of plays, no? Pero kailangan niya rin ng tulong from her other teammates.
Certainly. Well, I must say, this could not be a one-player-centric team. But this time, La Salle-Lipa, Angel Perez again dito sa likod, really very instrumental on the floor coverage.
Sumage found the hole in between two blockers there. And a strong one at that too. Kailangan na rin itong De La Salle-Lipa pumorsyento para masigurado na rin itong panalo sa second set. But EAC really, they've been trying to keep the ball alive, but their offense is just well read by the De La Salle-Lipa defense like that.
Just like that. And itong si Sumage, it's just simply, I mean, the approach and the movement simply remind me of Joanna Maraginot when she's still playing with De La Salle-Lipa. I mean, really very good on offense and defense.
And finding spots like that also is working for the girls in green. And I'm pretty sure iniisip na rin nila natapusin na to, no? Para makapagpahinga. Yun nga daw yung motivation ni coach sa kanila eh. Para after neto, makapagpahinga na sila. But their defense also shows us na parang wala nga silang kapaguran.
Yes. But of course, if you're EAC, you want to get enough momentum. Yes, this may be an uphill climb already because this ladies in green, 22 points na, just 3 more points. But you want to get enough momentum so you can carry that into the third set. But let's see. Wow!
Aldovino na this time down the line. Kanina nag-cross court siya and now another point from Aldovino from the down the line naman. Aldovino has been contributing also ngayon dito sa De La Salle-Lipa, especially in the second set.
I think everybody's really contributing now for De La Salle-Lipa, and itong si coach, she has the liberty of substituting kasi grabing lamang nila dito, but not that time, said EAC.
Baho breaking the walls of De La Salle-Lipa. Again, not a solid block there. So Baho was able to penetrate the blockers.
Yeah.
Ngayon, 11 to 23. I think EAC should now think of how they can get point per point lang. Wag muna silang magmadali. Puntos per puntos, but also De La Salle-Lipa also puntos per puntos na lang din. They're only 1 point away from getting the second set.
And that is courtesy of, again, Suma Gaysay. Right now, Suma Gaysay, since the very first time that I saw her, really impressed me. Again, I mean, napakabilis the timing. One of the fastest medials I've seen here so far in girls. But this time, pupuntahan dito. This will be...
Aldovino is on the floor.
Aldovino. But this will be a point for EAC. We hope nothing serious, Kathy.
She's all smiles and she's good.
Konting pagpag lang. All smiles at tayo ulit dito.
Because you don't want any of these girls injured, you know. That's what we always pray for every day, even at practice. And also, si Coach Aimee Mendoza, diba? Yung approach with the girls, every time out, she offers a prayer for all of them and for every play. Prayer answered there as De La Salle-Lipa gets the second set.
And this is, Kathy, a statement win, I must say, really very different in our first set. 25 to 12. Here comes De La Salle-Lipa with 2-set advantage to none over EAC.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And right now, Kathy, just one more set to finally clinch another bronze this year. De La Salle-Lipa really showing so much mastery. Not only mastery, but I think they are really very intentional, serious about getting and clinching this bronze medal. Both teams playing historic right now, but I think it is La Salle-Lipa who are actually drawing closer in our bronze medal here in our last day of the competition.
Second set is definitely a different ball game because earlier in the first set, dikit yung laban, no? Dito sa second set, De La Salle-Lipa was very, like, dominating talaga sila dito. And now, we also have a lot of contributors dito. But then, as we take a look at the statistics, 8 attack points coming from EAC, but 13 points coming from De La Salle-Lipa. No blocks from EAC, 3 blocks coming from De La Salle-Lipa. No service ace, and 2 from De La Salle-Lipa. And for the opponent errors, we have 7 errors from EAC and De La Salle-Lipa committing 4. So in the blocks, the attack, block, and service departments, De La Salle-Lipa has been very effective in the second set.
And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. But meanwhile, let's hear some great stories naman, Fiona.
Mamainit.
The court for the last time in her high school life, Angel Perez told me that today there really is no pressure. She just wants to commemorate every moment spent here with her high school teammates. Alam nilang last game na nila kaya handa silang ibigay ang lahat para sa EAC. Ngayon naman bilang isa sa mga ate sa team, ang gusto niyang iwan sa kanila ay ang pagiging matapang niya. Nakita ng teammates niya kung paano siya lumaban kaya gusto rin niyang madala to ng mga teammates niya kahit wala na siya. Ngayon, ang sabi ni Angel, enjoy lang talaga at all out na. Balik sa inyo, Jong at Kathy.
Well, thank you for that report, Fiona. We are talking about legacy since the very first game here this Saturday morning. And not all girls at their age can actually leave legacy. I mean, these players leaving footprints for the other players to follow, for the next generation to follow. And of course, Angel Joy Perez will be moving to collegiate, and I believe that she have already left some memorable memories and legacy to the high school girls volleyball of EAC.
Of course, Angel Joy Perez with 10 points already in the game. And yun nga, as a senior, this is very important for her also. Not because this is her last game, but also she will be leaving a team na sinamahan niya for what, 4 years? Or ilang years pa silang magkakasama. And yung tapa nga yung gusto niyang maipasa dito sa mga bata. Quote and quote. Bata rin naman silang lahat, no? Pero dito
Younger
sa mga,
than her.
Younger than her. And she's still at the service line.
But meanwhile, Mamailaw, that will be in, that catches the line.
Mamailaw. Sobrang nipis nung angle na yon. Caught the line. And now, De La Salle-Lipa is up by 2.
By 2 sets.
By 2
Yeah.
sets.
But kudos, Kathy, of course, to the Ser. I mean, we've seen Mamailaw, Sumagaysay on a picture-perfect form when spiking. But the Ser, the setter here, she's the unsung hero of De La Salle-Lipa. I mean, that playmaking will not be possible without her talent, I must say.
Of course, the likes of Sumagaysay, Aldovino, yung mga spikers na yon, they wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be easier if not for the playmaking skills of Dacer and Coach earlier, you know, nakakuha ng blocker itong si Sumagaysay, making it easy for Dacer, for Sumage to establish her attack. But I was talking to Coach Amy Mendoza earlier, and she said when they played in the Palarong Pambansa, they had a selection player na libero.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I think she had a hard time with establishing the place because nahihirapan sila before dun sa service receive nila. So ngayon, ang hinahanap nito ni Coach Amy Mendoza is for them to bring the ball to Dacer para naman madali rin yung buhay ni Dacer, na mapadali yung mga buhay nilang lahat. So
we all want to make our lives easy here.
Definitely.
But this time, let's see. Oh, reverse set. Masyadong mababa yun. I think that will be a double violation. Yes, it is.
Double contact violation there.
That is
Hindi
so
din
rare.
daw siya perfect.
That is, sabi ko nga, that is so rare of a Dacer. This time. Well, EAC now, I think for the first time here in this match, is up by 2. Taking the lead here over the De La Salle-Lipa. Aldovino.
EAC's defense Ang sipag lang din
Oo.
talaga nitong EAC.
Sumagi na. What will be this? Saklot na naman. Oh, that should be outside. But I think... Oo.
4 touches, didn't cross the net.
A point here. Sumagi, I think it is always a happy problem dito for Salle-Lipa, whether or not Sumagi's at the back. I mean, she's not a liability here for the defense, and you still have Aldovino and of course Ramirez
and
who can
Sumagaysay.
who can actually be a reliable for offense too. EAC now, you cannot discount the defense here, but they just need to convert when attacking.
Oh, good luck.
This time, one more time dito, Kati to sa plot. Daser pupuntahan, Aldovino, ginawa ng paraan. Dito, Angel Joy Perez, babalikan dito sa plot. Covered there by Sumagaysay.
Oh, good effort there for the EAC girls, but the blocking of Salle-Lipa has been very effective here. Hindi nahihirapan na si Saplot ilusot yung bola niya.
And the blocking, Cathy, is something that is not present with Salle-Lipa during the first set, I must say. And right now, good thing na lumalabas dito yung blocking ng Lipa.
Siyempre, you know, you have to also respect the spikers of EAC. Like that girl right there, Perez.
And that Smart Powered Up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All 99. Load now.
I mean, she earned the respect of all of her opponents, I'm sure, over those years that she's been playing in high school.
Oh, yes. And I think right now, the play, EAC been doing percentage play dito kay Angel Perez. Reason for Salle-Lipa to be easily predicted na yung laro nila. Ramirez, strongest spike of the match!
Also, pumorsyento rin
Oo.
itong si Dacer kay Ramirez, hitting it in between 2 blockers.
And kanina si Ramirez dito just using, you know, volleyball smarts. And that time, no hesitation on breaking that the wall of EAC. Dito naman, Angel Perez! No entry!
The blocking of Salle-Lipa again. The great wall of Lipa is very much established in front of the net. EAC now has to figure out how they are going to penetrate that. They have to have other options as well.
Oh, yeah. They're up by 3 earlier, but here comes Salle-Lipa performing like an well-oiled machine here in the bronze medal match. Angel Joy Perez finally scoring here for EAC.
Angel Joy Perez. Kanina, naghahanap tayo ng pwedeng dumiskarte, and there she is.
Let's take a look one more time. We have to see it twice. Angel Joy Perez.
That cross court is so nice to watch. To si Perez kasi, kaliwete. Tapos, ang dami pang variety nung atake niya.
Daser na sa gitna, mamaylaw. Angel Joy Perez naman dito. Ginagawa ng paraan.
This time, tinama na lang niya dun sa kamay ng blockers.
And right now, I mean, for EAC, Angel Joy Perez appears to be the spark plug dito for the ladies in white. They need to do a percentage play dito kay Angel.
But I'm sure tinatauhan na itong si Perez nung blockers nung Salle-Lipa.
And like that, balik sa dalawang kalamangan dito ng EAC.
But of course, because she also needs help from her other teammates, De La Cruz, giving their team that point via a service ace.
This time, Adrian De La Cruz. Good pick up here. Rodelas. Babalikan dito sa plot. Right now, good pick up for both team. Good coverage sa likod naman. This will be Ramirez. That is close to the net, but nagawa ng paraan.
Perez, even out of position, but still she was able to let that ball cross that net.
And right now, a timeout here for Salle-Lipa.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's a plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
EAC now is looking really good with this girl Angel Joy Perez doing everything just to keep her school alive here in the bronze medal match contra de la Salle-Lipa. Angel Joy Perez right now 14 points all from attacks, doing everything here, doing magic for EAC. But
The
breaking
angel,
down.
indeed. She is the angel that they need.
Oo, heaven sent from
Yes,
to EAC.
definitely. But of course, De La Salle-Lipa has a lot of angels on their side too. And now they're only down by 8. Pero itong EAC, if they will play consistently, and if they want to win this set, they have to avoid errors. Kasi nga itong De La Salle-Lipa, magaling din sa adjustments.
Oh yeah. But this time,
Oh! But also, Angel Perez is also good at adjustments herself. Nobody there to cover that attack.
and Angel Joy Perez
And
taking advantage in that regalo, and this time team captain, their setter Jean Andrea Rodelas, also making sure to keep EAC alive. Kanino pupunta? Why not? Go back to Angel Joy Perez. But Aldovino now. Ramirez. Man, dito sa net. Nilihis ang palo. Bumalik sa lipa ang bola. Sumagi sa likod.
oh! Miscommunication there coming from the libero. It should be her ball. Actually,
Yeah.
kasi nga, it's her primary job. But then, pag medyo may mga tao din sa paligid mo, you know, nagkaroon din siya ng doubt to get that ball. Good break coming. Good break there for De La Salle-Lipa.
And this time, Ramirez now. A lot of smart plays coming from her in the previous 2 sets. Rodelas, pabalikan Angel Joy Perez naman dito. Sa opposite, still scoring for EAC.
One of her specialties here in the Shakey's GVIL, the Angel Perez drop.
Oh yeah, who will not be convinced to a strong hit and suddenly mid-air, changing your approach? Sobrang bumenta yun sa De La Salle-Lipa. But she'll be on deck to serve here. So the question now, Cathy, for EAC, who will now be the main gunner since Angel Joy Perez is now at the back? Let's see now as they're going to Bajo. This time, that will be inside for La Salle-Lipa.
The middle, that familiar territory for De La Salle-Lipa. Also, Dacer noticing that the wing spikers and the open spikers gorjado na nitong EAC. So Mama Ila was there for the rescue.
Well, this time, well, shaky reception dito. Still targeting Angel Joy Perez from the back. They'll be Sumage. Angel Joy Perez, reception, digging, attacking, no problem. But this time, this will be a point for La Salle-Lipa.
Not enough fuel in that approach. Makikita mo na itong girls natin. Pawis na sila, ano? Pawis na, nag-warm up na sila. Ngayon, palakasan na lang ng stamina din ito. Because hindi natin alam sino pwedeng manalo dito sa 3rd set.
Well, I feel as if that this could still be anybody's game with EAC trying to stay close and to steal a set here contra La Salle-Lipa. What a reception by Aldovino. Ramirez now. Kanino pupunta? Oy! Angel Joy Perez pa rin sa likod and nobody's home here for La Salle-Lipa.
Angel Perez. You can see the exhaustion on her face. I think she was bothered after one of the sequence earlier when she was covering. But then you cannot find any weakness in her attacks at all.
Yeah.
Unbothered. Kahit
Unbothered.
sabihin mong she was bothered, quote-unquote, pero sa mga atake niya, unbothered siya.
But let's see now how long can Angel Joy Perez can sustain EAC alone. But this time here, a well-fueled de la Salle-Lipa is looking good here as they are now chasing just 1 point.
Now the Sarah is activating her middles and trying to change the blocking of EAC.
Yeah.
Kasi
Yes,
ang tatangkad nga nitong nasa harap ng EAC.
Exactly. That will be
Out.
That will be out. And EAC now here, Cathy, needs to be extra careful. The their setter is at the back serving, which means tatlong attackers dito sa harap, full rotation for La Salle-Lipa.
And
Many options.
now
for
they're
the
tied. Now they're tied at 13. Kanina naghahabol lang itong dala sa Lipa. And now pareho na silang back to 0 na kumbaga ulit. Oo.
Failed to control her momentum.
Okay, everyone is okay.
Oo. That's how committed the Seron chasing that volleyball. Kahit sa kabilang court na maiset ko lang sa spiker ko, but that time, that's beyond their court.
This is where your one-man drills
Oo,
come into
oo,
play.
oo.
Every ball is important na hindi dapat siya bumagsak ng ganun lang kadali. And kaya nga may one-man drills. Favorite po ng lahat ng volleyball players yan, yung one-man.
Good defense coming from Salle.
Oh! Sumage coming out of nowhere, surprising the defense of EAC.
Ganda ng combination din ni Sumage.
Lahat ngayon na atake nitong dala sa Lipa nasa gitna.
Oo. But she'll be on deck to serve here. What will be the play? Pupuntaan dito, Toriado. Oh, that is a float rather. Angel Joy Perez.
Too much angle. But I know the target that she was trying, where she was trying to put the ball. Wala ngang tao doon talaga. Masyadong malakas lang. The court sense of these girls are on a different level.
Oh, yeah. And the blocking now of the La Salle-Lipa is on a different level right now. They are impenetrable at this time contra EAC as EAC will call for a timeout. La Salle-Lipa leading by 2. Let's listen in.
Kayo yung kikilos dyan, sa loob. Kasi kayo huminto kayo, tinitigilan nyo na eh. Ayaw nyo sumunod. Winawaldas nyo na lahat. Kailangan nyo sumunod. Sumunod.
Hey, di pa tapos!
And that huddle was powered by Smart 5G.
Definitely hindi pa nga tapos.
Oo.
And ang gusto lang ni Coach Chelsea ay sundan lang nila. Kasi nga, parang ang labas is wala nang gumagalaw. Or pag may makakuha mang isa, hindi na nasusundan.
Well, right now, again, they play as if they're collegiate players. But here comes their coach, remembering na bata pa itong mga to. And I like how actually she did the timeout with so much tolerance, tough love, and just really very gentle on her reminder. And right now, here comes Saplot, Hanamil, Saplot, which means Angel Perez nasa harap na. This time, that will be inside. Yes, point here for Sumagaysay again and again. Sumagaysay never really failed to impress me.
Sumagaysay from blocking to attacks, just knowing where to put the ball. Sumagaysay with volleyball smarts.
And of course, as we can see here, better serve. This will be a hard set here. Outside for EAC.
Perez is now trying to target the corners, but not enough lick on the wrist there. Especially when she's far from the net. Medyo yung struggle ni Perez na ilagay yung mga bola nandun.
She'll be on deck to serve again. Sumagaysay. This time, babalikan Angel Joy Perez.
But if she gets the set that she wants, just like that, she is very effective. Kanina malayo kasi sa net masyado. And now napwestohan niya ng maayos.
That is 9 points alone here in this set. Angel Joy Perez I mean, that is one superstar in the making. Angel Joy Perez, 9 points agad.
Now she's double digits kasi when we started the third set, she had 9 points
Wow.
already.
So that will be 18
Mhm.
in 3 sets. Wow. This time, saplot sa likod. Daser pupuntan dito. Aldovino. Easily pick up there.
Aldovino hitting the hands of Angel Perez, or may I say the wings of
Oh, yeah, I
Angel
think- oo.
Perez.
The wings of Angel.
The wings of Angel Perez. Sumabit doon sa atake ni Aldovino. And now Aldovino is at the back to serve. The Ser has 2 spikers in front, Mamailaw and Ramirez.
And this time, Aldovino serving here for Salle-Lipa. Angel Joy Perez even on reception still. This point, this is still playable. This is still playable. Angel Joy Perez still from defense to offense.
And that was successful. Ngayon, ang mapapagod na lang din itong EAC, no? Kasi covered na lahat ng atake nila ngayon. Now that De La Salle-Lipa recognizes that a lot of their points is coming from Angel Perez. So now the setter of EAC should utilize her other
Exactly.
spikers and take the load off Angel.
Well, basically, I mean, regardless of how strong your spikers are, I mean, this will be easily be predictable, especially that De La Salle-Lipa is also a very good blocking team. So you need to look for options, and that is your duty as a setter to make sure that your spikers will be utilized.
Speaking of utilization of spikers, the Ser utilizing Ramirez at that play, isolating her
Yeah.
from the other blockers of EAC.
And indeed, Cathy, the Ser really the unsung heroes here for De La Salle-Lipa. As Rodelas, here comes Toriado. But Ramirez, masyadong na baby yung palo na yon.
Nag-alangan itong si
Oo.
Ramirez.
But here comes La Salle-Lipa on the verge of getting the bronze medal here for Division 1. And standing in podium, bannering the green and white for De La Salle-Lipa, making all Lasallan community proud.
That was too low.
Sales, good coverage. Aldovino. And now, still finding Angel Joy Perez, but Sales ready for that attack. Ramirez now.
Perez with the defense.
Saplot, Aldovino with a coverage. This time,
The block wasn't that solid, kaya nakalusot ito sa kamay ng dalawang blockers.
and that smart powered up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All 99 load now. And I think everything's really working so fine for the ladies in green here at this point.
Yeah. In the second set, they were successful in the block department, the service department, and even their attacks were
Yeah.
very dominant. So I think na-carry over nila yon dito sa third
Yes.
set. But also, someone who carried over everything she's got
Yeah.
in this game is that girl who is now going to the service line.
And right now, you know, enough with how good the playmaking to Angel Perez right now, because we're all pretty convinced with that 19, 20 points that Angel Perez did. I mean, I'm lacking out of adjectives to describe how good Angel Perez is right now, but that one is straight to the net.
Straight to the baka napagod na rin itong si
Oo.
Angel, no? But De La Salle-Lipa, these girls, speaking of pagod, I'm sure these girls are also pagod, you know, from Ilocos to, imagine how far is the trip from Ilocos to Manila and back. So parang gusto na rin magpahinga na nitong De La Salle-Lipa, and even si Coach Amy Mendoza told the girls actually that's their motivation for this game, so they can rest.
And 2 points na lang, yes, they can but not yet,
Not yet.
sabi ng EAC. As
Not
they try to
Hindi pa
challenge the bronze the about to be bronze medalist La Salle-Lipa. They're going to challenge that and extend this to a possible set 4 or 5.
hindi pa ito tapos. And now we are seeing dumadami na ang crowd dito sa
yes.
LaSalle Green Hills.
And I told you, Cathy, I mean, to date, this is so much noise and buzz for GVIL for the past 3 seasons. And this is already a success for us.
Yeah, and also another successful attack coming from Sumage again in the middle. Dacer is not giving herself a hard time pushing the ball to the ends of the net, no? Just in front of her, dun lang sa gitna. And that is enough for De La Salle-Lipa to score. And now they're on match point.
We're on match point, and before, I mean, who knows that Salle-Lipa might clinch the bronze here right now. I must say, EAC for both schools, they really have an impressive run all throughout the season. EAC not yet.
Not giving up just yet. And you know, itong si Sales and Ramirez playing their final year for De La Salle-Lipa. And if they win this game, what a way to finish their high school volleyball career.
Exactly. But nonetheless, whether or not they clinch the bronze medal or not, I can say that they have already made a statement here by joining GVIL. But this time, this could be it. This could be the winning point for...
Oh! Sumage started this game and ended this game with a solid attack. And Ramirez, all tears. And I'm feeling it right now. No, this is her final year. And I'm pretty sure these girls are saying, finally, we can rest.
Yeah.
And finally, another bronze medal finish here for De La Salle-Lipa.
And let's take a look on that winning spike
Sumage.
of Sumage. That is, I mean, we can see it not twice, but thrice perfect. And right now, I must say, Cathy, that everybody's really working fine here for Salle-Lipa. Everybody's really contributing, whether for scoring and non-scoring department, coverage-wise, even on setting. Dacer again, the unsung hero here for the ladies in green, doing wonderful job. But Cathy, of course, there's nothing to be ashamed of here for EAC. They did a wonderful job. Sabi ko nga, it is a very good season for them. They went through an uphill season, and I think they are the revelation, the dark horse, I must say, here for this league. So all smiles. I just want EAC here to just even keep their head held so high, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. 4th place out of 20 teams means a lot for me.
Of course, like EAC having Angel Perez there playing her final year and giving us a double-digit performance today. But also credit to all the girls of De La Salle-Lipa, you know, from Palarong Pambansa, from there we go. We are seeing
Sales and Ramirez.
The 2 seniors, are they going to do the stands?
This is a moment. The archer pose, all for the graduating players being executed by all of the LaSalle schools. Ramirez and Sales, Cathy. What a year and what a season for them.
And what a way to finish their high school career.
Yeah.
And all these girls dancing with them.
Wow.
Just a beautiful, beautiful moment. You know, it's like their crowning moment. Another bronze medal. If you're a senior and you're finishing on a high note, you can say that you have reached the peak of your high school career, no? And you know, as we look at the score, the third set, 20 points from EAC, and De La Salle-Lipa winning that in 3 straight sets, Jong.
And that is De La Salle-Lipa winning this 25-20.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And the Salle-Lipa successfully bannered the green and white high and bright in this match, 25-22, 25-12, and 25-20. And we have one player who stood up really high in this match. This MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
Our MVP of the match is no other than Jerry Maxine Sumagaysay with 7 attacks, 3 blocks, and 1 service ace. Jong, early in this game, we were talking about Sumage and kung may mahahanap ba siyang katulong doon sa mga teammates niya.
Yeah.
And Sumagaysay really went up for the call. She was very effective in all of the departments, and we cannot wait to hear more about her as we turn you over to Fiona.
So kasama nga natin ngayon ang ating MVP of the match na si Mac Sumagaysay. Mac, congratulations! Grabe, from last year, hindi man lang kayo nakapasok sa semifinals. And ngayon, andito na kayo, bronze. Fresh from palarong pambansa kung saan naka-bronze medal din kayo at ngayon naka-bronze ulit kayo sa Shakey's Super League. So ano yung pakiramdam nito?
Siyempre po unang-una, masaya po kami kasi last game po namin to kasama ang seniors and before po talaga kami umalis ng school, parang pinupush na po kami ng coach namin na last hurrah na po talaga to. So alam po namin na kailangan po namin ibigay yung best kasi wala naman pong mawawala.
Ayan, at speaking of seniors, very important itong game, hindi lang para sa'yo, pero syempre para sa kanila. So, ano yung nagiging feeling mo ngayon na naipanalo nyo ang last game nyo with them na ganito kasaya?
Siyempre po, unang-una nagpapasalamat po kami kay Lord kasi binigyan niya po kami ng lakas, ng pangangatawan, and talino sa paglalaro. And siyempre, enjoy na enjoy po kami kasi before umalis ang senior, meron po kaming naibigay sa kanila like bronze medal. Maganda po yung naging tapos ng school year po for them.
Ngayon naman, Mac, meron ka bang gustong batiin ng mga nanonood sa'yo? Friends, family, supporters, ang seniors mo!
Shoutout po kay Ate Sasa Ramirez and Ate Jaja, yung senior po namin. And shoutout po kay Mommy, Daddy, and kay Ate Colleen po sa panonood sa Sumagaysay family and sa Tele family. Thank you po sa support always. Yay! Thank you po.
Ayan, so thank you so much again and congratulations to Mac, their seniors, and the rest of Salle-Lipa, our bronze medalists for the first division. Now that's all from us. Over here, back to you, Jong and Kathy.
Really well-deserved bronze medal dito for Salle-Lipa, and what a year for Ramirez and Sales. There's a lot happened actually all throughout the game, but let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart's Power All 99 with 10 gig of data, only access to Facebook or TikTok, plus unlimited calls and text to all. Load now.
Definitely, lakas ng pangangatawan and lakas ng loob definitely showed there for Salle-Lipa. They had a good start in the first set, pero nakakadikit nga itong EAC, and Salle-Lipa was just able to go away with that first set win, recognizing that they have a lot of bullets in their team. You know, not only Sumage, but they also have Aldovino, they had Sumagaysay, and Deser with her playmaking skills. Now, in the second set, medyo lumayo na itong Salle-Lipa. They were able to establish their blocks better. Yeah. They were able to isolate their spikers. Deser talaga, the playmaking skills of Deser. But also, the playmaking skills will not be effective if hindi naman nahatid sa kanya ng maayos. So, overall, their overall performance in the second set, dominating in all departments. In the attack departments, they have 4 blocks compared to none and 2 service aces compared to none. So, napaka-evident, and yun nga yung ating best player. She was able to contribute also in all departments. So natanggal yung load dito kay Sumage.
And also in set number 3, well, that is really very close on set number 3, and I think both squads already displayed their mastery and their advantages, which is offense here for Salle-Lipa and also the defense for EAC. But nonetheless, I must say, there's a lot of lessons that I think both squads could actually learn in this match, that greatness is always not learned in winning, but also in losing. And I think that is a great thing that this juniors, girls high school, could actually carry once they're in collegiate. And we're again so lucky to witness the journey, of course, of this historic match between EAC and Green Hills. What a revelation for Salle-Lipa and EAC. Again, that sum up our match for bronze medal for Division 1, 25-22, 25-12, and 25-20. Now let's take a look here, Kathy, of the statistics of our 3-set match win here for Salle-Lipa. Obviously, Kathy, dito showing so much mastery on attacks, 43-32 over Salle-Lipa.
Yeah, very dominant nga itong attacks department ng Salle-Lipa with 43 compared to 32. The blocking department also with 7 compared to only 1 from EAC. The service aces, 2 from Salle-Lipa and 3 from EAC. And the opponent errors, 23 errors committed by EAC and 18 from Salle-Lipa. Just notice how many blocks they had. They were able to secure their blockings, especially every time Angel Perez is in front. Hindi na nila binitawan itong si Angel Perez, knowing that EAC will play percentage and go to Angel Perez a lot. But the attacks department, no, ang daming atake, hindi lang galing sa isang tao. Kalat itong atake ng Salle-Lipa, giving them their bronze medal.
And we've seen our bronze medalist here this morning, Immaculate Conception and Salle-Lipa, bronze medalists for their divisions respectively. But of course, the most awaited, how can we not wrap up this Saturday matches with a gold medal match first with Everest International Academy going against Dumukula International Schools up next. And lastly, a perfect way, of course, to delight your Saturday afternoon, Nazareth School going against Bacolod Taitung in the most anticipated gold medal match here in Shakey's Girls Volleyball and Invitational. This has been Jong Panerio with Katia Bayon, and we'll see you in our gold medals match up next.